Welcome back to Decadorks. We're the 12-sided guys. I'm Matt, and I'm playing as Dirk Wagner. Hey, that's right. We have Sabrina as Nora.
Oh, hey there, folks.
Jordan as Sorik.
I doubt that.
Tana as Echo.
Hey, y'all.
And as the Dungeon Master, it's Scott.
I assure you I know what I'm doing.
Now, as you all know, the only thing I love more than D&D are Mad Libs. So I thought it would be fun to do one for our intro today.
Ooh.
Tana, can you give me a noun, please?
Tartlets.
That's a good one.
Classy.
Ooh.
Scott, number.
Let's go 12.
And now Sabrina, a verb.
Lounging.
Jordan, another verb, please.
Cry? Can we do that?
Yeah, we'll do cry. Back up to the top. Tana, a plural noun.
Testes.
Oh, nice. I was thinking boobs. Hell yeah.
And Scott, an exclamation.
Damn it.
This has turned out great. Sabrina, a location.
The whole episode is this Mad Lib, listeners.
Yes.
Never leave. A location, let's see, my basement.
Jordan, just a website.
Cheeseburger.com.
iCanHasCheeseburger.com.
That's the one.
iCanHasCheeseburger.com. There we go. Tana, a past tense verb.
Ooh. Road.
Scott, a noun.
Say road also.
Did we already do testes? Let's do road.
Okay. Sabrina, noun.
Cheeseburger.
Jordan, an adjective.
Fuzzy?
Fuzzy. Nice. Okay, back to the top. There's two more. Tana, a noun.
Wolfman.
Wolfman. And the last one, Scott, another number.
100.
100. Okay. Are you ready?
I've never been more ready.
This was my favorite part of elementary school.
All right. Thank you for listening to our Tartlet. If you like what we make for you, consider giving us a 12-star rating and lounge us on your favorite podcast app. Mad Libs, they're so crazy. You can also cry us on Discord and talk with other testies and us about your favorite 12-sided guys shenanigans. Damn it. We also sell stuff in our basement. You can find it at iCanHasCheeseburger.com.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Anyway, if you ever rode a road because your cheeseburger was too fuzzy, then this Wolfman is for you. It's Reaper's Requiem, episode 100.
The last time we were together, we had some individual moments of growth for each player where they leveled up to level 3 and got new abilities. And we talked a little bit about what those were and how they got them.
Fire magic.
That's right. As you guys were traveling through the city, most of it is paved. There's stonework of different colors. The stones on the roads are a little bit lighter color than the stones everywhere else. And then there's different sections where they'll have like a raised planter or a section of stones cut out for trees. The northern part of the city is paved like that, and that goes down to the southern temple quarter. But the eastern Lantern Way and then the western side of the city are not paved like that. The Hall of Petals is also not paved. It has grass in there as well. So as you guys were walking through, is on paving stones. So everybody's feet are kind of clopping as you walk through. Any horses or animals would be making a lot of noise on these stones as well. When you get up to this inn, it's 3 stories tall. It's very big. There's offset on the east side. The building juts out a little bit. There's planters and a really nicely well kept up inn. When you guys entered the bar, it's a big room, very big room. The first thing you see is a big bar where you could sit and order a drink. And then on to the east side of the room, There's a platform where two women are singing. Both of them are holding instruments. Then there's a crowd gathered of people listening and eating food, servers walking in and out. To the west, there are two doors, both of them closed. They look nondescript. And then there's a door just beyond the bar where the chef walked out of. The last thing that happened was Duke Grend entered the room and had a very cheerful welcome with two old friends. The first one is a dark-haired elf with an eye patch and a mustache. He's wearing like a brown tunic, unbuttoned down a little bit. There's, some sparse chest hair kind of poking through. He's got a very nice, like well taken care of mustache that he's got just like a little bit of curl on the end of it.
Dirk can respect that.
And then the woman that came out, she is stern. She looks like she can hold her own in a fight. She's wearing kind of like a plain brown tunic, but she's got a chef's apron on over it. She's got long, like shoulder length red hair, but then one side of her hair is shaved all the way. And so she kind of like pulls her hair over to the other side, kind of exposing that shaved side of her head. And that's where we are right now. The woman, she slams the door open and she says, "Dursey, it's good to see you." And she runs up and gives Duke Gren a very friendly embrace.
Oh, Dursey, I'm using that.
Is that what we call you now, Dursey?
No. So he steps out of the hug and he looks at the group. He says, "No, this is just what they called me in my mercenary days." The elf at the bar, he steps forward and he says, "It's good to see you. It's always good to see you." And he holds a hand out over the bar. He says, let me pull up the menu again. I have a menu for everybody. I don't know if I shared this with you last time.
Aww.
This will be on the Patreon for everybody as well. He says, "I'll get you a lantern fire ale, as usual." So he reaches a hand over the bar, shakes Durzel's hand, and then he steps back and he starts pouring a drink. And Durzel sits down at the bar, and the two of them just start talking.
Yeah, I'll have a ale as well. I also used to be a mercenary until I got recruited by Dursey over here.
The elf, he turns to you and he starts pouring you a drink and he says, "Name's Malric. What's your name?"
I'm Dirk Wagner. I'm actually the Duke's bodyguard.
Oh, he looks at you. He looks at the Duke. He says, "Bodyguard."
Four eyes are better than two. I got his back.
That's an ancient proverb, actually.
Yeah. you used to fight together.
The woman speaks up and she says, "Oh yeah, the three of us go way back to our mercenary days. We were all pikefish."
Pikefish?
Ooh,
Pikefish.
terrifying.
Mm-hmm. And she points to a banner over the hearth on the, there's a fireplace on the southern side of the room, just south of where everybody's kind of sitting and listening to the music. And she points to a banner over there.
Oh, I was one of the lilies. I can't remember the guy's name, but it was somebody's lilies. He was forgotten.
So the banner's like slate gray. It's got like embroidered in the center is like a leaping pike. Its mouth is open. The scales are all stitched, but it's very dull. This is like an old banner. There's like blue silk beneath the pike to kind of show the water, but they were the pikefish.
How old is this dude? Is he in his 50s or like his 30s?
He's probably in his 40s.
Okay.
And how'd y'all end up here? Why'd you stop mercenarying?
The Duke looks at you and he says, "That's a story for another day." And the woman, she also turns to you, Echo, and she says, "He got a better job offer."
What job was that?
Being Duke or?
So it happens occasionally, but a mercenary group that does real well will sometimes get conscripted full time. When the fish disbanded, Brend here, Dursey, he went up and he started serving the old Duke. What was his name? Duke Brand. He says, well, it's Sir Colm, and I'm hoping to run into him while we're here as well.
Oh, he lives here now.
Do we think he'd be here?
I mean, he lives in Rosvane. I'm sure he'll be at the funeral.
Interesting.
But if there's time, we could call on him.
Indeed, I think it would not be unwise to do so. Any friendly faces we have in the area would be good to reconnect with. And it is a pleasure to make all of your acquaintances.
It is also a pleasure to mate. It's one of my favorite things.
Oh, to mate with your acquaintances, yes.
So Dirk is looking at like the chalkboard with the menu items on there, and it's like, I don't want to break up, this reunion or anything, but whenever you get back into the kitchen, I would love this arena feast for two. It looks delicious.
That's one of our best.
Are you planning on sharing that, or are you the second?
Oh, I'm a growing boy.
I believe it.
The arena feast for two for the listeners is a platter of roast chicken, potatoes, pickled vegetables, and dipping sauces for two people.
Sounds delightful.
From what I gather, it's like chicken strips and
Yeah,
tater tots and some pickles and yeah.
So Malric, he extends a hand to you, Sorik, and he says, it's a pleasure to meet the Duke's newest attendant.
Well, a pleasure to meet you as well.
He motions to the others, and he says, we've already met the rest of the group, and Sharn and Kirkmud and the others, they nod at him, and they're kind of start going to get settled. They're moving throughout the bar and such, listening to music. So they're going off in a different direction. But they're here, so if you want to interact with them, you can. The woman, she also walks up to you, Sorik, and she says, name's Tora Vane.
Tora, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Tora Vane, you better get that looked at.
Wait, yeah, is that like your gladiator name because you made people bleed?
I tore lots of veins, but not as many as Dursey here.
Dursey.
And she like hits him on the shoulder.
I feel like you must have so many wonderful stories to tell about our good Duke here. I'd love to hear a few if you have the time, perhaps over a cup of spiced wine or something.
We do have spiced wine.
Sounds delightful.
All right. Tora motions to Malric, and she says, I'll start getting the meals ready. Does anybody else want something?
I don't think you're going to be able to pick off of my plate because this is for me.
I mean, I certainly wouldn't mind one of those ales, all around, I think, is a good place to start.
So the Duke reaches over to pay and for everybody's meals, and Malric, he kind of pushes it aside, and the Duke, he slams his hand down and he says, no, you're going to take my money. I've got more than I even know what to do with, so please take some of my money. And Malric says, all right, but I'm giving you exact change. And he goes and counts it out after you guys all order, and he hands the money back. I need everyone to make a perception check. Yeah, perception check.
Ooh.
Dirk got a dirty 20.
Nora got a 16.
Sork got a 22.
Echo got a 17.
That's solid, guys. Coming out swinging.
Yeah.
I think we're killing it this episode.
You guys did great already. Okay, so what, let's see, Nora and Echo, you notice that as the Duke is taking the coins and putting them in his pouch, he's got a pouch that he keeps around his neck, and he pulled out way more coins than should have been able to fit in there, and he's just kind of like tossing them all in, and you notice that this is probably a magical bag for his money.
You mean the taxpayers' money, but yeah.
Yes, yeah. The Sorik and Dirk, you notice that as the Duke is taking like one of the silver coins and putting it in, he stops for a moment and he looks at it and he puts that silver coin in his pocket instead of the pouch.
Oh, damn.
Mysterious.
File that away.
He's like, Heads you live, tails you die.
I wish I needed a bag of holding for all my money. That must be nice.
Especially if it came with all the money in it, yeah.
Eh.
Hey, Sharn, I ordered the arena feast for 2 if you want any. Feel free to pick off my plate if you're interested.
Sharn is holding the key to her room, and she looks back. She says, "I'm gonna get cleaned up. There's some baths here that I'm gonna go attend to myself before I get settled in too much."
Gotcha. You do you.
Thank you for the offer, though, Dirk.
If she's not going to take it, can I have some dirt?
What did I say about my plate?
So you guys, Sharn makes her way through the common room. There's the music that's playing is very, very good. It's kind of like a love song that the two women are playing. Sharn makes her way through to the north room, and she opens a door, and when she goes in there, the dragonborn woman, the maid that's kind of been, moving in and out of the tables, she follows Sharn towards that door, and the two of them step through and vanish. Oh, the maid's probably just getting the water ready. I mean, you could go in there if you want.
I can. Scott gave me permission. No,
it's unisex.
Anyway, so are the women on the stage? Are they performing currently?
They are currently performing. The song's been going on for a minute. It'll probably end soon.
Okay. And tell me about some of the other people that I can see in here. Obviously, we have Denny and Kirkmid and everybody, but it looks like there's a few other people here. Is anybody particularly interested in the Duke's arrival that I can see from here? Because again, I'm his bodyguard and I got to watch his back.
That is a really good question. So why don't you make an investigation check as you're trying to assess the room?
Okay. That's another dirty 20.
Good roll. Okay. Well, I'll describe some of the people. I think from where you're sitting, there's one person that you can't see yet, sitting just out of view behind a wall from your angle. But the rest of the people in the common room you can see, and there's more people, but just the important ones are the ones that have to.
Gotcha.
So there's 3 men sitting together at a table, and one of them is a very drunk dwarf. He's got a kind of a well-trimmed red beard, very smiley. These look like workmen. They don't look like professional, they're not like adventurers or warriors or soldiers or anything. They look like they probably came from the docks or, some sort of job nearby, and they're having a drink at the bar. The man next to the dwarf is human. Again, red cheeks. He's probably had a couple of drinks too many, enjoying the music. He's got kind of scruffy brown hair and like a not well trimmed beard. And with them is also a Goliath, and he's
a
kind of
sad boy.
He's got a really sad expression on his face. Again, just like a workman. These don't look like fighters, but they're sitting at the table, they're enjoying the music and talking and drinking very heavily. Lots of empty cups around them. There's one other person of note. He's at a different table from them. He's a very young looking elf. He's got light brown hair, green eyes, kind of high cheekbones, kind of in plain clothes. He doesn't look out of place. This isn't like a really fancy bar. This isn't like just for upper class people. This is like an everyman's bar. And the clientele, the people in here are just regular folk. In fact, you guys feel like you stand out in this place. Like there's not really adventurers in here, except with your 20 investigation. Everybody in the room looks pretty unassuming, except for that elf. Something about him gives you the vibe where he knows who the Duke is.
Gotcha.
he's paying attention. I'll describe the singers as well, just while I'm, going through the whole room. The woman that's singing is a
please
human.
Do. They're very pretty.
The woman who's singing is human.
Hello.
She's got long brown hair and a green dress with like gold embroidery. Very, very pretty. She was holding a lute and playing a lute for a time, but she's not playing the lute currently. The woman next to her is a tiefling, dark skin.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, also, hello.
That's right. Yes, hi.
She's got like amber colored eyes and like really long black hair, like mid back length. Some of it's braided, but not all of it. She is currently playing flute, and there are other instruments around. It looks like these women play a lot of different instruments.
Does the singer in the green dress have a halo? Am I seeing that right?
She does have a slight halo.
Ah.
She probably has some Aasimar descent.
Okay.
I'd hang out with that Aasimar.
I've always said Aasimar. I could be wrong though.
Yeah, I've heard them say Aasimar. Aasimar? Yeah.
I think it's pronounced ASMR.
ASMR.
I'm pretty
Got
sure.
it.
Yeah,
Got
that's it. Nailed it.
Yeah, there's a tiefling and an Aasimar. I wouldn't mind having them on either shoulder. What? I don't quite know how that would work, but yeah.
I was gonna say I don't. All right, heck yeah.
You're not into shoulder play.
Nice.
So noticing that the elf, that one person has a specific look to them, I'll just kind of motion Sorik over, and I'll say, "You may want to keep an eye on that man over there at that one table by himself. He knows who the Duke is, and he's paying attention.
Thank you. Yeah, keep an eye as well.
Yeah, you should go do some sneaky stuff."
I think to that point, I might go and sit over here next to, like, at the other end of the table, be able to speak with, like, Denny, but also so I can kind of keep tabs on this guy.
Yeah. So the rest of the group, except for Sharn, sat at a table kind of on the outskirts, listening to the music. They're eating some food and just having quiet conversation. They've left the Duke alone with Malric, and it seems like this is what they do every time. There's like, it feels like a routine is happening.
I think Nora wants to not too awkwardly, but kind of sit at the bar with the Duke and maybe not necessarily listen in, but just get a vibe for what they're chatting about while being polite and, hanging out.
Yeah. So they're not trying to hide anything, so there's not like anything clandestine happening. But they're just catching up.
I guess it's more just want to get like kind of like what the rapport is between them and like, yeah, just kind of like how involved they are in each other's lives already.
Yeah. So why don't you make an insight check as you're listening to them talk?
Okay, that is a 15.
Okay. There is familiarity, and they're talking very openly. The Duke he's like laughing and smiling like you haven't seen him do before. He's typically has been pretty serious, but he's kind of letting down those barriers while he's talking to Malric. What you notice as well, so Tora was being very like touchy and like, kind of hitting him and like kind of pushing him around, but kind of like almost flirtatious. Malric is also being very flirtatious with the Duke, kind of in his own way. And the Duke he's not doing anything like outright like to stop it, but you don't see him like flirting back.
Oh man, Jersey's in for a good night.
So they're just catching up. The Duke is talking about their travels. Malric is asking about it, and the Duke, he says something crazy happened on the road, but before rumors start spreading, I'll tell you exactly what happened, but not here, not in the common room. That'll have to be for later. And Malric says, "Oh, before or after?" And the Duke says, "No, I mean, this is important. So, and I have lots on my mind." And when he says that, he reaches out and he pulls the coin out that
Ooh.
that Dirk and Sorik noticed. And he's not tactful, so he just kind of says, he says, "Where did you get this coin, Malric? It's important." Malric says, I have no idea. What's wrong with it? The Duke spins it on the table, and he motions for Denny and Sorik.
Sorik will head over that way.
Okay. Denny will follow as well. And the Duke's, he looks at Malric and he says, "We'll discuss some things later. Are the gambling rooms open right now, or are they in use?" And Malric looks, he says, "I think room 2 still has a game running, but I don't think anyone's playing in room 1 right now." The Duke says, I'll be a moment. And he motions for you guys to follow him into this room on the north side of the bar.
As we walk over, I will say to Echo, I'm sorry for how I treated you. You can have some of the chicken. It's probably too much for me.
As the rest of the group follows, the Duke looks at Nora and Dirk and Echo and says, "No, this is a private meeting."
Okay. I'll be right outside the door.
Thought you might want some guidance, but no, that's fine.
Make a persuasion check, Nora.
I want to try to kind of give the help and be like, it might be wise to keep her apprised. She's proven useful so far on the road.
I am the only one here who remembers, the late king. Do I get to do advantage on that?
Yep.
Okay, so, it's still a 13.
I'll say that that's enough. You're on friendly terms with him. You've fought together. He nods his head and he says, "Okay, Nora, you can stay."
Appreciate you, your dukeliness.
And then he looks at Dirk and he says, "You and Echo, you watch the door."
Okay. There's a bench right outside the door, so I'm going to sit there and wait for my food to come, and then I'll probably eat it like the plate sitting on my lap.
I love it. So the Duke pulls out this silver coin. It looks just like a regular silver coin that you guys have seen many, many times. Just a Naravethis silver coin. One side has a 5-petaled rose, and each is like engraved with like little veins that shimmer when they're tilted in the light. Some sort of other metal is like etched into the silver. It's decorative, but it definitely makes it less silver than than it would be worth if you took it to another country. So the second side of the coin is a legal symbol of Naravethis. It's a scale with an open book, and it's got like a thin chain motif kind of going all the way around it, and a small crown is above the scale. The Duke, he hands the coin over to Denny, and he says, "You see anything on this? Is there any writing on this coin?" And Denny kind of flips it side to side and he says, "Nope, I don't see anything." And he hands the coin to you, Sorik, and you, Nora. "Do you see anything on this coin?" And neither of you do, but you can make an Arcana check.
Let me feel the vibes.
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
Oof. Nice job, Jordan. Nora got a 10.
Yeah, Sorik got a 16 that time.
Okay. Yeah, with your 10, you probably knew this as well. It's a pretty basic spell. Its illusory script has been cast on this coin, and there is a message just for the Duke on there. So the Duke takes the coin back and he reads it and he says, "Here's what it says." I don't know if it's a poem, but I think I know where they want us to meet. It says, "Caught a gray pike among the lilies. I'll have it cleaned in the conservatory garden, behind the mirrored pond, midnight, tomorrow."
Is this a threat to someone of your old mercenary band?
No, I think this is Duchess Marent. She wanted to discuss something before the funeral, and I think this is her telling me where we're meeting.
What do you think she wants from you?
Well, I think if Sharn is to be believed, which I think I trust her judgment, Vyessa wants to be the queen, and she wants to know if I am going to try to be king, or what side I will take when I tell her that I have zero interest in ruling the country.
And what are your thoughts, my lord? Have you considered who you would back to take on the crown?
For me and my people, I don't want bloodshed. I want them to figure this out without my people dying. That's what I'm worried about. I would just as soon take no sides. Tell these knuckleheads to throw fists for a minute and figure it out themselves.
Were it only that simple. If you...
It should be. It should be that simple.
Indeed, but it never is. If you had to pick, if the entire country were to turn to you to spare any war or calamity, they turn to you and say, we trust you, Duke Grend, to select who will lead this nation. Who would you most favor in that circumstance? I ask because you have proven yourself to be a good and keen judge of the character of others. You've been an astute individual for many years, which is why I believe Duke Colm selected you to succeed him. And so I'm curious what your intuition says about all of this.
Well, I don't trust either of them. Vyessa is only interested in herself and her legacy. Culver is no different. His name's Culver Varnmore. I don't trust either of them, but he's more conniving. She's just self-absorbed. But both could be dangerous.
Right. So it sounds like, did you say it was in her message that it was tomorrow night at midnight?
Yes, tomorrow night, midnight. And I believe there's a small garden outside the Thornhold Athenaeum. It's a big library in town. That's where she wants to meet.
Denny, do you have contacts that could maybe put eyes on that location and make sure that that we understand if there's any preparations or any groups that are congregating, so we can have a heads up if we're walking into something of a trap?
I'm on it. I will get in touch with some of our contacts in the city, and we will scope it out, see what we can find out.
I appreciate it.
It may not be a bad idea to go and look at it ourselves, either tonight or tomorrow before the meeting.
That's actually a wonderful idea. Perhaps you and I can make a journey that way. Maybe I can convince a few of my companions here to accompany me.
Sounds good. Let's get settled. Let's get situated. We need to take care of the Duke, but once he's having his fun, then maybe we can be on our way.
That sounds good.
The Duke blushes.
Oof, okay. It's a common occurrence, I guess.
And my Lord Duke, do you feel... I had my concerns about being inside the city walls itself. Do you feel safe here at this location, or should we consider relocating somewhere else?
I'm sure they'll have rooms for us at a different inn later on, but I feel safer here than anywhere else.
Okay.
Not just because of the company, but because I don't trust the people they put around us when we're in some of these other taverns and inns.
Okay.
We'll just want to keep our head on a swivel, because I'm sure it's probably known that these are your folks, so you'll be expected here.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I'm sure we're being watched, but if you know you're being watched, at least this is, Denny, I'm trying to learn. If you know you're being watched, you can watch out for the watchers. What's the saying? Denny says, you got it close enough.
Yeah, who watches the Watchmen, I believe.
Ah. Can you hear us from out in the hall, Dirk?
Stop listening at the door.
Well, to that point, there was an individual who was rather, let's say his curiosity was quite piqued when you entered, my Lord Duke. So perhaps some people are already taking note.
Well, do your job. Find out what you can. while this conversation is happening, something else happens outside the room.
Can we say that while this is happening, Echo and Dirk are just sitting on the bench side by side eating chicken and potatoes and pickles?
Aw, bonding.
I love it. But something's going to happen as well as that. So, while they're having that conversation in the room, coming out from the north, you can't kind of see, well, maybe Echo could see. There's a young gnomish girl. She looks to be like in her mid-20s. She's got like big round glasses and kind of over large ears that are like really floppy. She's got some feathers in her hair and like a kind of a loose, messy bun on the top of her head. There's like a side satchel she's holding with some like books and parchments coming out of it. Her hair is wet right now, actually. So it looks like she might have just come from the baths. So she's freshly clean. She looks around the room. The music is kind of, it's like in between songs. And she looks around the room and she notices Echo and Dirk. And the two of you stand out. Well, so does Kirkmud and Sword Tender Blendis, but she notices the two of you on the bench, and she starts walking right towards you.
So, Echo, have you tried this sweet mustard with the chicken? It's fantastic. Was that honey in it?
Oh, like a honey mustard.
Yeah.
Oh, is the honey mustard good? I haven't tried it yet.
Oh, hi. No, it's delicious. What can I do for you?
Oh, my name's Nella, and are you like waiting to gamble, or like are the games back up and running?
Oh, no, I'm just waiting for my boss.
Oh,
are you looking to lose some money?
No, but I mean, it's my first time in the city, and I thought it might be fun, but maybe it's a bad idea.
Ugh, is she a poker shark? Is she?
I don't know. You can make an insight check on her.
Dude, 10,000%. Oh my gosh,
That's a 17.
She's not lying about gambling.
Okay. I don't know how these rooms work. I actually just arrived in town as well.
Yeah, I just got here too. Wait, where are you from?
Oh, all over. Yeah, I travel a lot. Former mercenary. So, yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm trying to learn how to be a wizard. I'm from Tarnwick. Do you know where that is? It's like really far north. Like I had to travel a long way to get here.
Is it part of the kingdom or is it outside the kingdom?
It's part of the kingdom. It's in Velmirith. It's on the very northern part of the eastern coast of the country.
That's cool. I studied magic for a little bit, elementalism.
You did? That's cool. What can you do?
Oh, fire, some wind stuff, just basics. It was like a 6-month. You might consider it an internship. So
that's really cool. I haven't learned very much yet. I mean, gnomes, we're like naturally, we've got like a little bit of stuff that we can do. I really haven't learned a whole lot yet, but I'm hoping that I can figure this out.
Have you pledged yet? You know what school? I mean,
well, I'm here. I am part of a circle up in Tarnwick, but I'm thinking of like looking for one here and like leaving the one up there. Magister Pelrite is not very nice up in Tarnwick, so I'm thinking of finding a new magic circle.
do they typically take well to leaving?
No, that's kind of why I went like really far.
Have you found anything new here?
Well, I was gonna go to the Thornhold Athenaeum. I want to talk to the headmaster and see if he can help me figure out like what schools are good in town.
What kind of magic do you want to do?
I'm worried I don't have the knack, so I gotta like get the basics down, and then I can think about that.
Well, for the right price, maybe Dirk will teach you some stuff.
Wait, what?
Well, what could you teach me?
Oh, well, the first thing that I learned was basically we had this, we called it an introductory elementalism study. And it was just learning to generate some of the basic elemental forces. So, like this, and I will, again, use elementalism. Some of the dust from the corners, I'll move it around near me to spell out. Last time it was boobs. What would be a good one that wouldn't be offensive? To spell out the word, hey there.
Wow, she starts clapping. That was incredible. How long did it take you to learn that?
That was like the first month. And then after that, it kind of goes faster as you learn to, you learn to harness the fire as part of the spell. And then it immediately that will lead into, being able to generate something that will, fly from your hands. Or in my case, envelop the end of my weapon, I'm finding out.
Wow. That's a very different type of magic than I was trying to learn. Well, I mean, I was trying to learn the basics too, but like nothing like making my weapons catch on fire. I don't even have a weapon.
Yeah, it's a pretty elite form of magic that I study. I don't say that.
Bullying the little gnome girl.
I always figured I was going to do something really physical. I was always drawn more toward, the life of a mercenary. So it made sense for me to focus on things that would be more helpful in a fight. So, but I know there's so much other kind of magic. Like, check this out. I learned this one while I was there, but it wasn't part of the study. It was kind of, let's call it independent study. And I'll go ahead and reach down and touch my feet and cast dragoon boots. And so these like ethereal, like armored boots with dragon wing motif like appear on my feet for a minute.
Love it. So you can just make like magical kicks?
They're great because they actually let me jump quite a huge distance.
Wow.
They're pumped up.
Yeah.
That's really neat. I think I'd want to be like not fighting.
There's plenty of spells for that too, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, are you like staying here at this inn?
I mean, as far as I know for tonight, yeah, I'll be here, but like I said, I'm on the job, so I kind of go where my boss goes.
Oh, you're on a job?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, what was your name? Did you tell me who you are?
My name is Dirk Wagner. It was a pleasure to meet you, Nella. I really hope you have some success with the headmaster finding out more about your potential schools here in town.
Thanks. Yeah, I didn't have a lot of money, so I just have the shared room on the first floor. So I'm gonna have dinner and then I'll probably just go to bed. It was nice to meet you, and you too.
Echo.
Oh, hi. I haven't met an orc as short as you before.
Well, I've never met a gnome as rude as you.
That came out so terrible, and I'm really sorry. That's not what sorry. I'm sorry.
No, Echo grins at her. She was just giving her a hard time.
Do you do the magic stuff too? Like, are you
I mean, I can kill things extra, I guess. It's kind of all I do.
Things extra. There's dead, and then there's extra dead.
Was that an elaborate way to say no?
Well, I don't know. Like sometimes when I swing my glaive, it's like just swinging my glaive, and then sometimes when I swing my glaive, I don't know. It's a little bit extra.
Huh. I would love to see that sometime. That would be really cool, I think.
I hope we don't have to use any weapons in the next little bit here.
Well, I didn't mean like now. I just like it would be interesting, you know. I'll see you. The chicken looks great, and she starts walking away.
What a funny girl.
Another successful conversation.
You're doing great, Echo. You're doing great.
That's one for the books.
Amazing. At this point, you those in the room have finished your conversation as well. And the Duke kind of comes back out, and he moves past the bar, and he sits with Kirkmid and Blendis. And Denny, as he's leaving the room, Sorik, he says, I'm going to hit the streets for a minute. I'll be back within the hour.
Very well. Be safe.
Thank you. You as well. And he leaves, and he'll be back later.
So, Sorik, you know Rosvane better than I do. Like, are there multiple magic schools here? I'm trying to figure out how that works. I just kind of interned with it wasn't so much a school as a practitioner, like a single practitioner.
Well, as strange as it may sound, I didn't spend very much time in Rosvane. I spent most of my time up north, but let me see if I can recall anything. Can I give like a history check?
Yeah, of course. History check would be great.
And while you were up north, did you ever visit that city? What's it called? Tiddlywinks?
Tarnwick.
Tarnwick? Yeah.
That's the one, yeah. Tiddlywinks. I rolled. Sorik got a 6.
Okay. It's probably just that it was something that you were either never interested in or never came up in during your time here. You assume there's probably different schools, and whether those are like official schools or just like different people that might take apprentices, somebody that maybe runs a shop or a library or a this or that, and then they just take people on. You don't know what it looks like, but
got it.
That's what you would assume.
Yeah, I may relay kind of those assumptions to Dirk. I'm not sure that that's helpful at all, but anyway,
there was this gnome girl who was sharing a lot, and I didn't quite know how to answer, but she seemed really excited about magic schools, and yeah, that wasn't my experience. So I was just wondering if you knew. Yeah.
Well, hopefully she'll, I guess, find where she needs to go and gain what understanding she needs. Have you noticed any movements or changes from the one individual that we had noticed earlier?
No, he's still sitting there at his table, enjoying the music.
If he were to leave to report on the Duke's activities or whereabouts, I would love to maybe even try to follow him, or at least be aware of which direction he heads.
Yeah, that'd be maybe a good idea. And Dirk is going to head over to the hearth and take a look at the mercenary banner that's hanging there.
Okay, yeah. So I described it before. It's like a pike, like leaping out of some water. There is a small plaque underneath the banner, and it says, when the walls fell and the fire rose, the banner still stood.
That's epic. That is really cool.
The Duke notices that you're looking at the banner, and he walks up there with you, and he says, Malric was the one holding the banner.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a long story, even longer fight.
What walls fell? Where was this?
Well, we were paid to take on a local lord who was... I'll be frank. The old Duke, the one that I replaced, Duke Colm, he had a lord that was not a great guy, up to some real nasty business. And Colm here, he hired the pike and our whole crew. We sieged the castle, fought to the last man standing. There was a lot of people that died on both sides of that fight. In fact, through the siege, all 4 walls of the castle fell down.
Wow.
Not sure what magics were being done. That was above what I handled. But, yeah.
That's really intense. Wow. So you had a full career, as a mercenary before this. Sounds like you've seen quite a bit of action, quite a bit of the world.
Yeah, I was some of the leadership, if you will, of the mercenary band for a time. After that fight, there weren't enough of us left to keep on going, so we had to find our own ways.
So over at the hearth, especially with the Duke here by the hearth, we're a lot closer to that person of interest here at the table. Are they reacting to the Duke and like being closer? Are they like listening in?
Let me ask you this: How discreet are you being with paying attention to him?
Let me do some kind of a charisma check to see. I'm going to do a deception check to see how discreet I'm going to be. That's only an 11.
Okay.
It's like when Linda Belcher tries to eavesdrop. Uh-huh.
So you notice that this elf has not looked your direction since the Duke came out of the room.
Okay.
Which is crazy because you're so good looking and everybody should be looking at you.
Why is he not paying attention to me? Oh.
I think Nora kind of wants to be a little bit more focused. And I know I'm being paranoid. I know they're all cool and homeboys. But, like, I want to be a little bit more focused on the Duke's friends. Like, I think that if there's going to be a backstabbing, it's going to come from one of them. So, like, the bartender and the cutthroat woman who will rip your veins out. You know, like, I kind of just want to have an eye on those folks. See if there's any secret messages or anything.
Yeah. So, Malric is just working the bar, you know, pouring drinks for customers, taking orders. You know, the serving woman has kind of been moving in and out. She's a brass dragonborn woman. You haven't seen Tora come out too much. She'll poke her head out, you know, hand over some food to Malric, and then Malric will call somebody's name, and it seems like things are just humming along as a restaurant inn should right now. You're not getting any vibes. Nora, when you're standing where you're standing, you can see there's a balcony above you. So on there's a second floor balcony where the edge of the balcony is about right here. You see a priest up on the second floor. He looks like he's a scale sworn. So he's probably a priest of Celira. He's sitting and not looking at the music, not looking at anything other than the tall drink on the little table in front of him.
I think I'll scoot up to Echo and I'll say, I think that priest is from the same sect that we found that tied rope with a message in it.
That one over in the corner?
Yeah, the guy in the corner losing his religion.
Oh, that's great.
Do you think should we maybe confront him? I'm kind of curious. I mean, maybe that's a terrible plan, but I don't know. I kind of want to know we could play dumb, like we found this and it seems to be from your sect. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
I mean, yeah, I think maybe let's go over and talk to him and see. I don't know. Don't you religious people kind of like talking about your religions? Maybe he'll tell us some stuff, and if he doesn't, we can maybe show him the cord.
Oh yeah, that's true. People do like that. Yeah, no, good call.
So there is a priest kind of overlooking the balcony. So the second floor, the first thing you notice, there's like a row to the west of rooms. Those are probably the nicer rooms. The first floor just had like a big like communal sleeping room for the cheaper price. There's some people around. Two of note, there's a halfling on the other side of the room. He's got an instrument in his lap, watching the performers really intently. And then the priest that you guys had noticed from downstairs, he's sitting in the prime position to watch the music from above, but he is just staring at his drink.
Nora will kind of cozily sit up on the table next to him and say, "Hello, good sir. It's nice to see another person of the faith.
Oh,
in the city."
Sorry, Chanter. Yes. He's very distracted. He says, Scalesworn Holt. What's your name?
My name is Nora. I feel like I'm interrupting. I apologize. I saw you sitting alone and, was looking for some good company, but I don't want to intrude.
No. I'm glad of the company. He looks at Echo and he says, Do you want this? I don't think I'm gonna drink it.
Well, why'd you get it then?
Why did I get it then? You know,
It all started when I was a boy.
that's right. How long do you have? It's been a rough day. It's been a rough day.
How come?
I don't know how much I can say.
Oh, good sir. We promise we're not here to pry. We again, I'm a member of the fold, obviously, and
I get it. A different you serve a different goddess than I do, but that's okay.
we're all vibes here.
This is true.
It's all good.
This is true. They're both ascendants. They're not forsworn. So
Echo
Right.
looks just a little more nervous.
Right? Yes. We wouldn't want to, worship any of that, but
yes.
Wait, isn't Nora wearing a cloak with Forsworn symbols on it too?
it kind of hides that slightly, and it's like, yeah.
Yes, she
Yes.
is.
Yeah. No, that would be terrible. Would hate to do that. But no, tell us what troubles you. Let us lighten your burden.
Everyone in my order has been having dreams for the last week or two. I don't want to sleep, so I've been trying to think of other things to do.
Are these dreams nightmares? Is it your god speaking to you, perhaps?
No, I don't think that's what it is. And yes, they are nightmares. Mirren still speaks to you, right?
Yes. And then to kind of try to give him something, because obviously she's asking a lot, she's going to say, actually, Mirren has blessed me with the ability to remember the forgotten, and that's what brings me here. So I understand to some extent the burden.
You're her.
Not her, but I do have she her pronouns, yeah.
No, but all of the priests and priestesses of every order heard that someone was coming to meet at the temple of Mirren that could remember.
I mean, I am, but I'm sure lots of folks are.
Have you been to the Sanctuary of Stilled Tongues yet, or are you just arriving in town?
We've just arrived. I'm here with the Duke's retinue, but I do plan on heading there ASAP.
It's not a lie. You can remember the Reaped.
I can, and maybe your dreams are a gift as well, as terrible as they seem. Why don't you tell me about those?
All of us, every single one of us, at the temple for Celira, when we sleep, our dreams are of forgetting our goddess. In the dreams, I know that I was a priest, but I don't know anything about her. The gods can't be reaped, can they? Ooh, she's not. I know who she is. You know who Celira is.
Of course.
Well, not you. You, he points to Echo. You can remember them. You, who can't remember them, you know Celira.
Yeah, I know Celira. And nobody else who was forgotten.
He says, as soon as we wake, each one of us, we run to strangers and we ask them if they know Celira still. I just am terrified of the morning that I wake and I don't remember her name. I just feel it coming.
That is a nightmare. You said all of your fellow clergy?
Yes, all of the Scalesworn here in Rosvane.
Oh man. Well, maybe it's worth stopping by your temple as well after I meet with the priests of Mirren, but that's scary.
Celavia is her name, right? That's who sent you the letter introduction.
Yes, Celavia, yes.
Yes,
I have it written someplace.
she's the keeper of the sanctuary.
Does she know these things? Do your guys' popes talk?
I'm sure she does.
Oh, good.
I'm sure she does.
Well, she's probably much wiser than me, so I'm sure This is all in hand. Don't worry, my son.
You guys are probably about the same age. Similar ages. He says the Keeper Selavia is very, very young. But you're right. I'm sure Mirren has chosen her for a reason.
Youth can often surprise us, my boy.
That's true. That's true.
Whippersnapper.
Do you know if this sort of like premonition type thing maybe extends without Rosvane too? Have you heard from anyone of your sect outside the city walls?
I don't think it does. I haven't heard anyone from outside the city. This has only been a few days, so this is brand new.
Well, that's comforting. Maybe it's not as set in stone as it could be.
Yes, I hope you're right. Echo, did you start drinking that ale he passed over to you?
No. No.
Good call.
He starts looking at it like very hard, like he's like staring at it.
Echo slides it over to him.
Oh, it's been years. It's been so many years, but maybe.
Oh no,
maybe.
wait. Am I?
Oh, Jesus, we didn't
Are we enabling something? Oh my love. Just kidding.
Honestly?
I drank all of it already.
So you did want it. Okay. Yes, this is probably for the best. Probably for the best. Okay, what are Dirk and Sorik doing right now?
Well, now that we're here in a different part of the room, I noticed there's one more person. The person you said we couldn't see before who was behind a wall. And now I can see there's somebody sitting in the corner of kind of this main room who, I mean, his token looks pretty shady. But
Yeah, he looks skeevy as all
actually,
get
he
out.
looks like he could be one of the Scars guards.
He does kind of actually.
Yeah.
So there's a very shady looking, he looks like a beggar. He looks homeless, out of place. He's not eating anything. He's not drinking anything. He's fidgeting and kind of like staring around the room. His clothes are very, disheveled. His hair's kind of falling out of place. He's holding a small parcel in his lap, and he seems to be muttering something. No one has kicked him out, but yeah.
What about that guy over there, Sork? Is that, do you need to do a threat assessment on him?
I mean, you need to do a threat assessment on everybody, but he certainly is a little bit strange. Here at a tavern, not eating, not drinking.
Maybe we could ask Malric what his story is if he knows him.
I'll do that. I think Sork's gonna go over there to Malric.
Okay.
In the meantime, Dirk is going to go sit at the table by like Kirkmid and Blendis.
As you approach Malric, he says, "You ready for another ale?"
I could be talked into maybe some of the mulled wine you might have, but I had a question for you. With your tavern, are many of the patrons here regulars? Do they come regularly?
We do get a lot of regulars. And he kind of eyes the three men at the table that have been drinking pretty heavily. And he says, when they drink like this, something probably happened on the docks. And we might need to put down a fight if things get ugly.
A fight between themselves?
They'll tend to like break chairs on each other, and they'll rope in whoever's close by. So
Goodness.
I'm keeping an eye on them. But Tora is much better at handling that sort of thing than me.
I can understand.
Sounds like therapy.
What? Is there trouble at the docks often?
There's seedier parts of the docks than others. I think tensions are high right now with all the dukes and the duchess coming into town.
Yeah. We could feel that.
Lots of rumors about. And propaganda.
Oh, really? What sorts of propaganda have you been hearing?
Well, did you see the Herald today?
The Herald, that's the paper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I believe I did. I don't have my notes. Let me pull up my notes.
Yes. Yeah, it was all about the Duke He leans forward a little bit. He whispers so that only you can hear this. And he says, I'm just waiting to see what the other herald has to say about it.
The other herald? Well, that sounds intriguing. What's that?
Someone has messed with the Scandal Squires. And if you buy a paper after midnight, they sell a different edition.
What?
Interesting.
Scott, I do need to just ask, did you invent a second newspaper? Just because we pitched such a fit about there being a paper monopoly last episode.
So Tana has played with me for a while, and the answer to this question is yes. Sometimes I will change things dramatically, and this was such a good idea from Sabrina that I was just like, you know what? There needs to be another paper, and now I need to do something really cool about this. And so yes. Yes, I did make a second paper that, yep.
Incredible.
So he says, look, he hands you a copper. He says, after midnight, go buy another one. I'm sure this one's going to be good.
Well, you don't need to give me a copper to do that. I'll happily do so. Another question for you, if I may.
Mm-hmm.
You have some regulars here. There's a few people that I just am curious about if you have any information or anything you can tell me about them. You see, part of my job working with the Duke is try to gather information, and right now, the information I really want to gather is who's interested in him, perhaps more than they ought to be. Do you know the elven person over there at the table near the stage?
Oh yeah, Finric over there. Yeah, he's harmless. I mean, he's part of the Black Ledger, but I mean,
oh, okay,
he's mostly harmless.
Understood. And what about the individual in the corner, kind of behind where the stairs are?
Oh, that homeless guy? Yeah, I don't know. Tora wanted to give him some food. I'm just trying to see. I don't know. Maybe I ought to get him out of here before a fight breaks out from those dock workers.
Does he come here often?
I've seen him about. There's been a lot of vagabonds in the city. A lot of them lately. They're all wearing weird clothes that, like, they don't fit right.
They don't fit right.
Like they took them from forgotten people?
But this, I don't know if this guy has...
And
I don't know.
spiders.
Yeah.
This guy's clothes look like they fit him. But he's mumbling all weird like those other ones. So I don't know what his deal is. Maybe I ought to have Tora kick him out.
Well, maybe it's worth trying to see if I can have some sort of a conversation. Could you fetch me a plate of food? Maybe one of the feast for two. That looked good. The one that Dirk voraciously ate to himself for the most part.
Oh, no, he, while you were with Dursey, he shared that with Echo.
He did. He's learning. I'm so glad to hear that.
You know, it's fun to teach him manners. That's what Tora and I had to do with old Dursey there.
Well, if you would be so kind, I'd be happy to pay for another one of those meals to be provided, and perhaps I can strike up a bit of a conversation with that individual. Learn a little bit more about his story.
Perfect. You're doing good work. I appreciate what you do for the Duke.
Well, all in the name of the Duke, for sure.
I'll get right on it.
Thank you.
And after a minute, he hands you a plate of the arena feast for two.
Yeah.
Nice. Sork will carry that platter kind of around the corner and approach that individual and say, "You look like you could use a meal. Would you care to break bread with me? Or in this case, chicken."
Breaded chicken, hopefully.
He's like muttering to himself as you approach, like really quietly, like under his breath. And then you say that. He looks at you and like, you see like a moment of recognition, almost like clarity, like passes over his eyes for a moment. And then he just starts kind of like muttering again. And he's like holding this this parcel in his lap very tightly.
I see that you have a package. You must keep that very dear to yourself. I'm going to set the platter on the table and just kind of like sit on the far end of the bench. Be like, I've been traveling myself, and it's always important to keep your belongings close to you. Are you from the area?
He looks at you, and he looks at the food, and then he looks at his parcel, and he sets the parcel on the opposite side of him, away from you, and he goes and he pulls a piece of chicken, and he starts eating.
Okay. Sork's going to try to just keep chatting with him and just see if he responds yeah, it's just I believe I've been to Rosvane maybe a handful of times in my life, but it's been so long. Are you familiar much with the city?
He doesn't really answer you. He keeps muttering and mumbling under his breath. And as you're closer to him now, he says, what he's saying is, the sounds that keep repeating. I just don't know why they keep repeating. Why would it say that the sounds are repeating? They shouldn't repeat. Sounds don't just repeat. Sounds don't repeat. Why are they repeating? And he's just muttering that over and over.
I think Sork's gonna kind of chance it and be like, well, if they keep repeating, what do they say? Maybe it's important.
Clarity passes over his eyes, and he looks at you and he says, no. It's not like a sound. I'm supposed to look for sounds that repeat, and I don't know what that means.
Who told you that you needed to look for sounds that repeat?
I just feel it. I have to do it. I need to find these repeating sounds. Why would sounds repeat? Sounds don't just repeat. I mean, music has melodies, and you do the same notes, but they don't just repeat the same note over and over. Why would sound keep repeating?
Well, I suppose to provide a signal of some sort.
No, that doesn't feel right. That doesn't sound right. And then he just he holds the parcel again in his lap, and he's just kind of muttering over and over.
Yeah, I think, Sork will probably just sporadically will try to make small talk and see if he can get him to open up a little bit, but he's trying to just kind of assess the level of threat that this guy poses.
You're definitely getting he may be a threat to himself. He may be a threat, on a small scale. He does not look like
he's a conspirator.
Yeah, he's a crazy guy, muttering in the corner. Looks homeless, smells like he hasn't bathed in quite a while.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, after a while, Sork will probably fall quiet and just quietly also eat some of the feast.
Okay. As you're sharing and breaking bread, he asks you one question. What kind of sounds repeat? Maybe you can help me with the puzzle.
What kind of sounds repeat? Well, usually, I don't know. I think of the sounds that the bells may make in a church's spire, or, a musical note. People calling for others to come to aid, like a call to arms.
I'm supposed to find sounds that repeat while I'm sitting here, and I just don't know why.
I hope you can find whatever it is you're looking for, or at least some peace of mind. I think Sork is concerned. I don't know that Sork thinks that there's any necessarily supernatural thing going on. This guy might just be off his rocker. I think he might ask and just kind of prod and say, the package you hold seems very important to you. I know that you don't know me very well, but may I ask, what is it that you carry with you that's so important?
Make a persuasion check.
I'm going to roll this, but before you tell me the result, I'm going to use some of my Fiosrach, the wellspring of the mind, to roll another d6 to see how this goes. So add 5 to it. So I rolled a 14 plus the 5 equals 19 for persuasion.
Nice. So what does that look like when you use this ability? Does Sork do anything Like anything special or anything different? Like what does that look like?
If somebody were paying very, very close attention, now Sork has like dark brown eyes as it is, but you would see that the black iris of his eye would like, or pupil, I guess. Is it the pupil? That's the pupil.
Mhm.
That it like expands and it consumes all of the iris. Like his iris goes completely black, but it's just for a moment
Okay.
as he kind of taps into this ability.
Very cool. This guy looks at you again and he says, I'm supposed to give it to someone here. They're going to be here tonight. I don't know if they'll be here tomorrow. They weren't going to be here yesterday. Tonight. It's for someone here in the bar. I know they're here.
Is it the Duke? And I'll kind of like nod my head behind me a little bit to the side, you know, where the Duke is sitting at the table with Fulbert and Kirkmid and Dirk.
All I know is that I was told that sounds repeat. And when I hear sounds repeating, I'll know who to give it to.
Do you know what's in the package?
No, that wasn't for me.
What if it hurts this individual?
It might hurt people, but that's not always bad.
If you'd like, I'd be happy to take on this package and find the one with the sounds repeating.
I can't give it to you. It's not your duty.
And do you know who gave you this task?
Not gonna say that. Nope. Not gonna tell you that.
Surely there must be something I could offer you that might help make your life better, more comfortable.
Oh, I'm plenty comfortable. Got this chair, got this chicken, got my parcel. Well, not my parcel. Got my duty.
A duty. I see.
Duty.
Duty. Who am I to besmirch one's duty?
If you do, like, hear sounds repeating, you get tell me.
Yeah.
You gotta find me. I'll be here.
Okay. I can do that. And what was your name, sir?
Name's Rod.
Rod. Do you like to party?
I also like to party.
I think Sork is gonna like he's kind of being overly gregarious, I guess, or like amiable. He's like, Rod, it is a pleasure to meet you, and I wish you the best of luck. But he's a little bit Sork's a little bit now concerned, and he will turn and walk over to the Duke and over to like the Duke and Dirk and just whisper and say, I've had an interesting conversation with our friend over there. He's a little bit off his rocker, but he's in possession of some sort of a parcel that he says is intended for someone here. He doesn't know whom, and he won't disclose why he has the package. He says that there's a repeating sound that is the signal for him to provide it. But perhaps what's most important is that he said that it may end up hurting the person or others, and that that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Wait, so like a sound that keeps repeating, like crickets, or maybe an echo?
Maybe indeed like an echo.
To be fair, I didn't come up with that. Tana was shouting echo in the team chat.
Oh, man. The Duke kind of waves a hand at Fulbert, and he says, this is beyond me. You guys can figure out what's going on. And Fulbert Blendis, Sword Tender Blendis, says, does he need someone to pray over him?
I mean, perhaps. He does not seem well of mind. So if there's anything you could offer to him, that might be of comfort.
You know, honestly, he's got a similar vibe to Echo. We may just want to introduce the two.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
You guys can probably see Echo from where you're sitting. Echo's on the second story with, like, right above about the corner of the stage here. And you can see Nora, Echo, and a priest all having a conversation.
I'll go grab Echo. So Dirk will head up the stairs. So, Zork just had an interesting conversation with a man downstairs who is looking to give something to someone based on repeating sounds, and I immediately, without any prompting from anybody else, thought of you with your name being Echo. You know, like an echo. I don't know if you ever thought about this, but did you know that your name is the same as like an echo that like is a repeating sound, like you shout in the mountains?
Oh, I never got that.
Yeah.
Good thing we have Dirk, who's so smart.
Wait, you think he's got something for me?
Maybe. I mean, he said he's got a parcel, and he said that it was for somebody, and that it was related to repeating sounds. That's all. That's all I know.
I mean, my name doesn't have any like repeating sounds in it. But
You're probably right. We should probably just drop this whole plot point.
I didn't get him anything, but I mean, if he's got something for me,
things are weird, right? Things are weird.
Yo, me and Nora just had like the weirdest conversation with a priest.
Yeah, I saw you down that. What do you call him? A tall boy?
Yeah, it's a tall boy.
Are you calling it a tall boy just because I was holding it? I think it was just a regular size drink.
It was just a boy.
Yeah, I thought it was for his own good. I think it was for his own good.
Yeah. So that's the guy over there in the corner.
Oh, all right. I'll go say hi.
Yes, yeah. Dirk and Echo. I don't know if we mentioned this. We were moving our tokens down the stairs as we were talking.
Yes, so they were having that conversation while they were moving their tokens from the second floor to the first floor. You see the guy muttering to himself in the corner.
I'll walk over there with Echo and just sit at the table nearby, so that way she has some backup.
Thank you.
There's like leftovers of the arena feast for two. There's some chicken left and some dipping sauces. There's lots of pickles.
Oh, did you like the honey mustard?
No, I just had a few chickens.
Oh, all right. My friend said you might want to talk to me.
Talk to you?
Yeah. My name's Echo.
Echo. Like a moment of like clarity. He hands you a parcel.
Damn, Tana's so good at this game.
Can you describe the parcel? Like
I
is it
will
bigger than a
describe.
bread box?
It is. It
is a bread box. Wow.
It is smaller than bread box sized. It's about the size of like a phone. It's very maybe like half an inch tall and about like the length of like a phone. There's I handed it just to Tana, by the way. There is a cracked golden seal on it. There's like a rose and thorn pattern on the seal, like beneath like where the seal's cracked. There's like written in tight black ink next to the seal, it says EWB.
Do you need to see me open this?
No, I think I did my duty.
Oh.
He stands up and he starts to leave.
Oh. What was your name?
I did it.
That's a weird name.
And he's gone. So when you open, well, do you open it? I guess?
What'd you get, Echo? What's in there?
Yeah, I open it.
You open it, and there are two things inside this parcel. There is a letter. Again, the only thing on the top of the letter it says is EWB. And then there's also an iron key. It's very like long and narrow, and it's bent, like a little bent out of shape. When you like hold it in your hand and you're like examining it, there's like gold, like fine gold dust, like a trace of fine gold dust is like on your hands after you've touched it.
Was there anything else in the box?
Just the letter and the key.
The letter. Okay.
What's it say? Open the letter. Is it to you? Wait, E Echo. Do you have other names besides just Echo?
No, just Echo.
So like no middle name and last name is what I was getting at.
Oh, I mean, my full name is Echo Yag Willbreaker, so yeah, maybe EWB.
Oh, yeah, that, okay. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I don't think. I think that Echo will say this quietly. I think that she is still like a little. Is there anything that indicates to me from reading it that I shouldn't share this?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Like a sense or anything, like a.
You know that you have not done anything evil.
Wait, what is going on? that is the weirdest way. Okay.
So your vibe from this is more from like a cultural perspective rather than anything that's actually happened. Okay?
Okay.
You know that anything involving this deity is taboo.
Okay. I'm not gonna read the letter then. I mean, I will read it to myself. I will not share that, but I will, like, hold up the key to show Dirk.
What does the letter say? I mean, is it like if it's personal? I understand. I won't pry, but I thought it was just strange that man was waiting for you.
I also find it a little strange.
Yeah, I mean, first there's all the entire town getting reaped, and then there was the cheddar goblins on the bridge. Like, there's just a lot. It feels like a lot is happening right when we arrive places. It feels intentional. It doesn't feel haphazard. And the fact that man was waiting for you specifically, I don't know.
I mean, listen, Echo's like a little defensive. Listen, I know I haven't done anything evil. Right?
Says somebody who's done
the
something
confirmatory,
evil.
like, right?
Yeah, no, you're doing great. You're protecting the Duke, and
Yeah.
yeah, nothing evil.
Yeah. So maybe just keep your eyes peeled for a lock that looks like it might fit this key. We can call it a day, yeah?
Okay, yeah, I will be glad to help you, friend.
Not sure I loved your tone there at the end, but
Well, I didn't. I
we
mean,
both just agreed I have not done anything evil.
you've not done anything evil. It's true. So I don't know. It just felt like you were telling me to mind my own business when you said just keep your eyes out for a lock. So I may have misread the situation, but it might be a cultural thing. I don't know. But no, you haven't done anything evil that I've seen.
Yeah, right. So we're good, right?
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, I'll go let Sorik know that we solved his strange man in the corner puzzle. Hey, Sorik, we solved your strange man in the corner puzzle.
You did?
Dirk says as he walks back up to the table with the Duke.
Interesting. What does this portend?
I don't know what that portends, but it seems like the other sects of followers are starting to get dreams, and I think that they might be a little bit prophetic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Scalera is her followers from the city are getting visions at night of maybe the god being forgotten. That doesn't seem possible, but it's a scary thought.
That is a scary thought. Huh.
I would like to head to the temples sooner rather than later.
Sortender Blendus turns to you, Nora, when you say that, and he says, the priest up there, he says that the Scalesworn in town are having visions of forgetting Celera?
Well, I'm not a gossip, so I'm not going to say much. So you can go talk to him if you'd like, but it sounds
will.
like they're at least getting visions.
Well, I was planning on going to the temple here, but perhaps I'll go to the Celeran temple first.
Are you two having these dreams?
No, I haven't had any strange dreams.
Strange anything?
Strange anything?
You seem awfully drawn to this.
I'm just curious. It's weird, given the things that we've gone through the last week or so. I want to investigate.
I agree that that's a good idea.
Well, now that you're done questioning me, I'm going to head upstairs.
Oh my god, like he never questioned me.
And he goes up the stairs. You can see him now. He sits down on the second story. You can see him on the balcony talking to that other priest.
Strange packages, seemingly inspired by divinity to be delivered. Rumors of forgotten deities, reaped deities. These are strange times.
And also, I found a dice that has 6 sides, 6 pips on every side. So that's like also kind of weird, right?
That is pretty weird, yeah.
Crazy.
Totally.
We never did a check to figure out what that thing does.
We sure didn't.
And a box filled with stuffed geese.
Oh no, all of those geese have been shredded. They're not intact anymore.
I'm going to come clean with something, everybody. And this is just us here at the table, right? So I think there's Nora, and there's Kirkmid, and there's the Duke, Sorik, and Echo still at this table. And I'm going to, in hushed tones, I will say, there's been a lot of strange things happening recently that almost seemed like they were planned to happen when we were there. With this package here for Echo, communicated by something potentially divine, like you said, I just want to... Nora's not the only one who can remember the reaped.
What? I had no idea.
Something's happening, and now there's 2 people here who can remember the reaped, and these circumstances, they just seem...
It's more than just a coincidence.
Right.
Then, laying all of our cards on the table, I too can remember the reaped.
What?
This time Nora gasps for real.
I thought you were going to say, I too like to party.
As Sorik says that, Dirk will look expectantly at the Duke, waiting for him to say he also can remember the forgotten.
The Duke and Kirkmid look at each other and then at all of you.
Wow, it sure is weird that like 3 of y'all in one space.
It's infinitely more than I've ever met before.
I will need deception checks and insight checks.
Okay.
Dirk only got a 6 insight.
Oh, I got a gentleman's 20.
Nora got a 22.
Oh, okay. Echo got a 21, so Nora knows.
God damn it. All right, Nora will once again kind of just smile and keep her mouth shut.
Nah, I'm just joking, y'all. I also can remember.
You all clock that Echo is a really good liar.
I think that like shocks Sorik to his core. He's like, wait, what? The fact that he couldn't read her will like irk him for a long time.
Wait, so did the Duke admit that as well?
The Duke shakes his head no, and then he eyes Kirkmid. Kirkmid lets out a laugh. No, not me. No. Barely remember my own name after enough drinks. Let alone the... And he kind of lowers his voice. Let alone the reaped. The Duke looks at each of you and he says, you can all remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was the original, so don't stop thinking I'm special.
How is this possible?
I thought I was the only one for the longest time until we learned of Nora.
Well, and I assumed it was Mirren's gift because, obviously she's the natural goddess to associate with that.
Who's to say it isn't?
Yeah. Maybe she just really likes me too.
Oh, I didn't know you worshipped Dirk.
Oh,
Soren.
and I never said I did, but...
Who can know the ways of Mirren?
Her priestess! Me! My job.
You all remember having a strange dream, and you all remember a cloak that suddenly came into existence when you woke up in the morning the night before.
Oh no. It may not be from Mirren, everybody.
Huh. What indeed does this portend?
So the Duke shakes his head a little bit. He says, so someone is helping you remember? I'm not following.
Look, you know as much as we do, dude.
I don't usually know a lot. That's why I need to surround myself with people like Sorik and Kirkman here, and now apparently the rest of you. Does anyone else know, other than you, Nora, does anyone else know that you three can remember?
When I was a kid, people thought that I was cursed. So I just learned to keep my mouth shut. And then things didn't end well with the lilies either, with Corsa's lilies. I'm the only one who can remember the colonel's name was Corsa.
I worry that these petty squabbles over the kingdom don't matter compared to what's happening in our world. Somehow you were all brought together by someone else.
But then what of the reaping of the village on our way to Rosvane?
And I don't know. Too many questions. Too many questions.
So Scott,
Yes.
can I make some kind of a check? I know that the Forsworn are part of the Elevenfold.
Mhm.
That cloak we have is from Nemea,
Nemea, yeah.
the Unmourned.
Mm-hmm.
So
The unmoored. Maybe I misspelled.
Perhaps she's both unmoored and unmourned.
Yeah.
I've written it both ways. Ooh, I like both of those though.
Unmoored and unmourned.
I think it'll stay both. So sometimes she'll go by unmoored, and sometimes she'll go by unmourned.
the description here, the silent keeper of what is hidden or too painful to speak, guarding the space between grief and forgetting, totally tied to potentially to the idea of the reaping. Do I know, would Dirk know how Nemea fell, how she became a Forsworn?
Why don't you make a religion check?
It's only a 12. You know what? I'm going to take a calming breath and try real hard.
Okay.
That's another 4, so it's 16.
Nemea, so her, like the theology around her and like her history, core tenets are about remembering, they're about mourning and grief and loss, and then moving on and healing. Those are like some of like the core tenets of what people worshipped when she was an ascendant.
Mm-hmm.
She struggled with some of the other, like she struggled with the way that mortals and all of the ascendants and Forsworn were once mortals. She struggled with the way people use memories and how they twist things into justification for evil, when oftentimes it's misremembering or it's like their memories are flawed.
Mm-hmm.
So she wasn't like cast out, and it's not like there's an hierarchy of like these are the good ones that are ruling everything and then the bad ones are like, you know, there's not like a throne or like, you know, they're not like living on Mount Olympus with like one ruler.
Right.
She just got really quiet.
Okay.
There's like people stopped making temples for her. The worship around her and the powers that she would like give people got weirder, and it just became very taboo to worship her.
Okay. I think Dirk is going to get quiet now, as he suspects he is directly connected now to this Forsworn god. And I think he's not going to say anything more here to the Duke or to Kirkman. I think he'll want to mention something to his religious advisor, Nora, later in private.
This is a great place to wrap up. The evening goes really well. You guys are chatting and drinking. You get your own rooms. The Duke, at some point, you know, once the floor is not being tended anymore, the Duke retreats upstairs with Tora and Malric, and the tavern closes for the night. And now I think there were going to be some clandestine things that maybe some people did after hours, but that will have to wait until we get back together next time.
Yeah, we got to buy a secret newspaper.
That's right.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
Competition.
Awesome. Hey, guys, thank you so much for joining us in this episode. Again, remember, we have a Discord, so come talk with us and other listeners. Rate and review the podcast if you love it. We have a Patreon. We have a shop. But until we get together next time, we hope you have a great time.